Good morning here. It's Friday morning and we're getting ready to leave Topsail. Kind of sad about that. We've had a good time here. It's all about the beach. I think we went down to the beach. We were here 5 nights, really 4 full days, and I think we were down there about 9 times. So enjoy the beach. Today we're headed over to Topsail State Park and River Rise. Supposedly it's where the river comes out of the ground. So it supposedly flows underground for several miles and pops up over there. So we'll see what that's all about. Everybody says it's a nice place, so kind of looking forward to getting over there. I think we're going to take the back roads a little bit today and head over. It's about 250 miles roughly. Forgot about the coffee. It is good. So as soon as we get done packing up, we'll be on the road.
We are at the Topsail State Park in Florida.
Good morning. We're at Topsail State Park and River Rise near High Springs, Florida. Nice little campground. Obviously, it looks like a little older campground. The sites we're in the Magnolia Loop. Dirt roads, there's water and 30 amps at all the sites, it looks like, but it's a little tight here, and ours is 35 feet. Much over that I think is going to be somewhat of an issue trying to get in and out. The sites are plenty big enough, but the turning to get into them, because they're all square to the road, so you got to make a sharp turn, and there's not a whole lot of room because there's a lot of trees around, but made it and actually enjoyed it. Last night we had a nice campfire, bought some wood from the ranger, and probably some of the best firewood I've ever bought. Well seasoned hardwood, so it burned very nicely. Funny thing, there was some young ladies who were camping a couple sites up from us. I think it was like, they actually had 2 sites. There was about 13 or 14 of them, they said, from a church group from University of Florida down in Gainesville. We're having a little bit of trouble getting their fire going, so they saw ours going, so they came over and asked if we could help. So they started singing, and actually they were very nice about it, and so we enjoyed listening to them for a little bit, and pleasant evening. The plan today is to take a hike down to where the river goes underground and disappears for about 3.5 miles, and then reappears about 3 miles south of there. So we'll going to try to get to see both ends today. I say it's kind of an interesting hike. It's another interesting thing about the name here, Topsail. Originally there was a little village built here back in the 1860s, and it was called Keno, which I guess is a word for gambling. And so as the town became more and more prosperous, they decided they needed to change the name, but so they changed it to Leno. And then after that, the railroad came around, but it really bypassed the town, so the town went in decline and eventually became abandoned. So they just called it Old Leno, or Oleno for short. And so that's how it's got its name. Not from anybody, not from some Irish dude or something like that. So interesting. Conservation Corps also built this. Pretty cool. So it's a big refurbished thing. the gopher tortoise they keep in the pen here. And there's his dinner.
I knew that was a corn snake. We had one like that in New Jersey.
King snake.
Well, it's a Florida king snake. I've mentioned that because there are a lot of different king snakes.
Okay.
And if you don't say a Florida king snake, you don't know which one you're talking about. Sort of like saying, who's that guy? Oh, he's one of the Smith boys. Yeah. Okay, which one?
Little amphitheater here. Goes down to this like a swimming hole they got set up here. So you go swimming. This is the Santa Fe River. And I guess if you want to jump in, you can. Flood levels here at Leno all the way up to the white one, along with the dates. That was 1934, 84. I should have recorded it. I'll probably say a lot, but anyway, we were just in this Civilian Conservation Corps building, and a gentleman in there relayed a lot of stories. He was not in the Civil Conservation Corps, but he's with the local chapter that keeps the stuff going, and they have a little museum, and he talked about it. So one of the stories he said was during that time, most young men, most people didn't eat but every couple of days because there wasn't enough food to get around. So, and he said when they would sign up for the Civilian Conservation Corps, it was done sort of in a military type fashion, where they could eat as much as they wanted. So they'd have the mess set up, and he said the folks would go around, and he said they'd eat like a round robin in there several times. And he said after a couple of weeks at the camp, most people put on 15 to 20 pounds. Nearing the end of the trail here. Santa Fe River sink. Where did the river go? Looking upon the calm water before you, it might be hard to imagine that more than 900 million gallons of water per day flow underground here at the Santa Fe River sink. So that's where the river goes underground. It just still flowing here.
And look how many turtles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
A lot.
Big turtles. Beautiful. Shine goes on around there.
Well, yeah, I think the path goes on around. I think the alligator signs are just for the tourists. There really aren't any.
Well, it seems that way.
So what do you think of the trail?
I love the trail a lot.
It is a nice trail.
Very nice. I love all these little low ferns or whatever they're called. They just make for such a pretty sight. And then we've got the hanging moss. Isn't there a name for that? The hanging moss? What's it called?
Hanging moss. So that was a nice little walk. Trail is called the River Trail, about 1.5 miles, and goes down to where the river goes underground and comes back on the other side. Of course, here in Florida, there are no strenuous hikes, or very few, because it's pretty level. I don't know what I hear here, but looks like some boys are involved. You jump pretty high, yeah. Uh-oh, they're coming back again. We had a little bird come into the
He's
camper.
still in the camper. Oh, come here, buddy.
Come here, come here.
Oh.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Let's see if we can. Okay.
Oh, look, he hung on the
Come on,
side
come
of
on.
that window.
There you go. Come over here.
Here, both of us come back here. Maybe he'll go out the other way. There you go.
There he goes.
Is he out?
He's out.